Hey everyone, I bought an Edge of Eternity's Play Booster box to build a commander deck out of. Let's see if I got my money's worth and if I can make a good deck out of this. Let's get into it. First things first, I was doing a giveaway for my last video. If you haven't seen that, check that out, please. It was my MagicCon vlog. Shout out to dragonshield for giving me some sleeves to give out. But the winner is Count on Me 23. Congratulations. Hit me up either on Twitter or Discord or somewhere. Find me, hit me in the comments, whatever. Get a hold of me and we can sort out getting you those sleeves. Anyways, congrats on winning that. And now let's get into the box break. If you notice another pair of hands, it is my wife's. She was giving me a hand opening this because she is much better at opening cards than I am. So hopefully the luck will pan out and we'll get some good stuff. Obviously, would love to pull some shock lands in this. Would love to pull some of the mythic lands. I think those are kind of neat. But otherwise, just looking for some valuable and some playable stuff. First rare, terminal velocity. That's not great. Oh well. Oh, second pack, we've got a Viewport Land Godless Shrine. Really like to see that. That's nice. I need more of those, so that's cool. Very happy to snag that in a booster. And it's double rare pack. We've got the Sarima as well. This is a neat little spacecraft. Lets you tutor for some stuff. So yeah, not off to a bad start. Lumen class frigate. I kind of want to try some convoke stuff in this standard, so you know, it's not valuable, but I am at least happy to have one of these. A second Godless Shrine and the Black Zoo Feet Osteoharmonist, which basically is a tap. You get a blank creature back from your graveyard. Cool, and nice seeing another double rare pack. Pinnacle Emissary. This card seems really neat, especially back into Modern, where you can just play a bunch of zero-cost artifacts and just poop out a bunch of drones. Ouroboride, that's a big hit. That's actually worth quite a bit of money. Pretty excited, and it seems like a pretty solid card too. This is my cat Fish, by the way. She says hi. She is definitely trying to help open some packs here. Pain for All. Oh, and Pinnacle Star Cage. Cool double rare pack. Pinnacle Star Cage is a great replacement for Temporary Lockdown, and Pain for All is just kind of like a neat Brash Taunter effect. Elegy Acolyte. That's a fine rare. Nothing crazy. Sledge Class Starship. This is a pretty cool card. It basically lets you get to put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, so that might be pretty useful. Cosmogoyf. Cool callback, but not worth very much. The right hand. Again, it's a worse Urza. That's okay. So far, only 4 legendaries. Not a ton of commanders to choose from. The Entropic Battlecruiser. 4 mana, do nothing. That when you station it also does nothing. Emissary Escort. That's an okay rare. Might Form Harmonizer. That's actually, oh, double rare pack. We've got the Terra Symbiosis. Both really, really strong landfall cards. And an Ice Steel Explorer. Okay, so we basically drew, I think we pulled all of the good landfall cards out of this set. So that's really interesting. May have to put or fix up my old landfall deck. Oh, Contested Warzone. This is off that bonus sheet. It's terrible. Oh, Sathera, the Super Void. Okay, so double rare. Sweet. Like, see, that's Sathera's the headliner card. Obviously, that's not the headliner treatment, but that is the big kind of, ooh, look at me card out of this set. Another legendary. Great. We'll get a little more variety. And a breeding pool. Okay, great. Oh, double rare pack again. I think we're getting a good bit of those, which feels really good. We got the lobster guy. He's kind of cool. Space-Time Anomaly, Azorius Mill card. Definitely more for Commander, but kind of neat regardless. A Stelly Reclaimer, kind of an interesting recursion effect because it doesn't let you get creatures back, but you can get 2 things back since you can warp it and then play it later. Kind of interesting. The Endstone. Oh, that's a cool card. Cool mythic. Oh, another guy, but this one's an Is It. And Synthesizer Lab Ship. Cool cookies card. Panic is another solid legendary there. And Sunstar Chaplain. That's fine. Oh, Warping Whale. I really like this style of the bonus sheets, the old kind of comic-y sci-fi from the 70s look. I really thought those looked cool. Oh, Stomping Grounds. All right, we've gotten, and a Nova Hellkite. Oh, I really like the alt art here. Cool. Yeah, another double rare pack, and I think that brings us up to 4 Shocklands, so that's pretty sweet. Bioengineered Future. All right, I guess I needed more landfall cards. Sunken Citadel, another bonus, and Sammy Wildcat. Okay, that's a mythic. I don't think he's very good, but there he is. Biotech Specialist deals 2 damage every time you sack an artifact, which is kind of cool. Mutinous Massacre. Interesting Rakdos half wipe. I'm not sure how well this card is going to work in practice, but it's definitely kind of cool. Another Sammy, all right. And Anti-Causal Vestige. Cool little warp. You get to play something else from your hand card. Not much else to say about it. Arch Enemy's Charm, that's a cool pickup. Definitely neat that they're doing this whole super cycle. And that's it for the box. So looking at the box, we had a few cool hits, biggest ones being Ouroboride and the Ice Till Explorer. Those are great cards. And then the Shocklands. Looking at market price for a box currently for Edge of Eternities, it's $140. I personally paid $97, $98 for this box. In total, everything including the bulk, I got $132 worth of stuff. Over $2 is $88. So at best, I think I can call this a wash, even though I got like a very what I would consider a good price for this box. I still kind of got, you know, I broke even at best. So not that great. As we all know, there's not a ton of value in play booster boxes, but I really like space, so I really wanted to open this, especially because I got it at a decent deal, and at least I didn't get hosed, so there's that. I only got 1 Shockland that I didn't need, so actually doing well in that regard. So happy to have a couple extra cool, you know, not worth anything value cards to put into some other decks. So overall, I'd say I'm decently happy with the box, even though I wouldn't necessarily recommend going and getting one. Definitely not for $140, that's for sure. But now it's time to build the commander deck, and I was pretty sick at the time of filming the box break, so I couldn't really wrap my head around building a box while I was just sitting in the living room. So I broke out my little card slinger that I printed out on the 3D printer, scanned everything into Moxfield, and decided to go after it the next day just online. It would just be easier for me to kind of wrap my head around as opposed to just sorting through cards in my hands. I was just too overwhelmed, so I was like, all right, let's just do it this way. Looking through the legendaries wasn't very hard because I didn't have very many of them. I had 14 total, and like 3 of them couldn't actually be commanders because they were all legendary artifacts or an elevator. I really wanted to be in white. I was hoping to be in black, but the Orzhov commander just didn't really bring anything to the table, and I figured because I was going to be playing this not using the standard new WotC rules, we were going to build regular commander decks, 100 cards, no duplicates, have to follow the color identity, you know, like how commander is supposed to be played. Because we were doing it that way, I really felt like I needed a good advantage in the command zone. I went with Halia because I had a lot of good green cards as well, and I figured having card draw in the command zone would be really important. After that, I kind of just broke down all like the semi-relevant cards in green and white. It wasn't too many, so it wasn't like a particularly difficult build. And it turns out I stuck to my standard metrics of how I build commander decks: 37 lands, try and get like the 10 ramp, try and get 10 removal spells, that kind of stuff. And it actually worked out pretty well. I actually got pretty close. I was really happy with how the deck came together. I'm gonna link the list down below in the description. I ended up with 8 card advantage spells in the deck, which is really solid, especially since I had it in the command zone as well. Went with 36 lands. I had 9 ramp spells. Utility spells were a little high, but I still had 10 removal spells and even had a single wipe, even though it was Pinnacle Starcade and it really wasn't going to do anything. I put it in the deck regardless. It was a fairly well pieced together, I mean, it was definitely limited power level, but it was a fairly well pieced together deck. Came together super well. We played it last Thursday. It played great. I actually took out most of the table and then just died to a top deck, but I was arch enemy for a while. Actually, you can watch the whole live stream on Joel's channel over here. Despite being arch enemy and getting pummeled by a bunch of opponents, having that extra card draw, having all the really good landfall cards really helped juice the deck up. It played great. I was really impressed with how it played just out of the box, and it was a bunch of fun. Everyone else built really fun decks. We had 2 Infinity Station decks because they just wanted to jam all of their goodies in there, and we had one other guy playing a Sammy deck, and pretty aggro, and he had a lot of fun too. So overall, it was a fun, cool thing that we did. It was a fun little stream event. I really enjoyed playing it. Shout out to Dragon Shield again. They sent me some of their new non-glare sleeves. I used the green ones. It seemed fitting for this deck, especially because we were going to be on spell table. And when you play on spell table, I don't know if you know, but the glare can get kind of insane. So having the non-glare sleeves was really, really clutch for that. And they sent me 3 packs of this stuff actually. So I used one for that deck. And we're just going to do another giveaway because Dragon Shield has been awesome. And I want to help you guys out with them, especially if you are going to be playing on spell table. Whether or not you would like the red or the blue pack of sleeves, they're non-glare, they're matte finish. I think they shuffle pretty well. I like them. They played great the day that I used them. So if you would like those, or would you just like Dragon Shields in general, you can use my code MTGmetric for 5% off at checkout, and I've also got an affiliate link down in the description below, and you can use that too if you would like. We've also got a Discord and some other stuff, but yeah, this was just kind of a yap, show you, hey, the box kind of did okay, but the deck played great, so that was really fun. Overall, I'd say I would definitely do it again, although probably only for sets that I'm really, really into, like a space set like this. Spider-Man, probably not, but Avatar, absolutely, if I can get my hands on a box, if anyone can get their hands on a box. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!